Over the age of 40, the human body begins to lose 1 to 2% of muscle mass every year, even without weight changes, and this silent decline is closely linked to loss of skin elasticity, energy, and mobility. But emerging studies show that certain natural compounds used in traditional medicine for centuries may offer a way to slow this process. In this video, you'll discover 5 scientifically supported natural powders that can help restore strength, preserve youthful skin, and support graceful aging, especially the final one, which may surprise you. Natural powder number 1, turmeric. Turmeric is more than just a kitchen spice. It is a compound-rich plant rooted in centuries of traditional medicine and now extensively validated by modern science. Its primary active compound, curcumin, has demonstrated anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and even anti-aging properties, making it particularly valuable for women over the age of 50 facing muscle decline, joint stiffness, and skin degradation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a major driver of age-related diseases and sarcopenia, the loss of skeletal muscle mass and function. This process is subtle but progressive and disproportionately affects postmenopausal women due to hormonal changes. A landmark review published in Advances in Experimental Medicine and Biology, 2016, outlines how curcumin inhibits several pro-inflammatory cytokines, including interleukin-6, IL-6, tumor necrosis factor alpha, TNF-alpha, and nuclear factor kappa B, NF-kappa B. These cytokines are closely linked to tissue breakdown, reduced collagen production, and impaired muscle repair. In the context of skin health, oxidative stress plays a vital role in accelerating visible aging. Free radicals generated by UV exposure, pollution, and internal metabolic processes damage DNA and collagen structures. Curcumin's antioxidant properties help neutralize these free radicals. A double-blind, placebo-controlled trial published in Phytotherapy Research, 2014, found that oral curcumin supplementation in human subjects significantly improved antioxidant status and decreased serum markers of lipid peroxidation, a direct indicator of oxidative damage in cells. More importantly, turmeric supports endothelial function and microcirculation, essential for delivering nutrients and oxygen to the skin and muscle tissue. According to a study in the American Journal of Cardiology, 2012, curcumin improved endothelial-dependent dilation, which translates into better blood flow. Improved circulation supports skin glow, faster muscle recovery, and reduced stiffness, benefits commonly lost in aging but potentially recoverable with nutritional support. Take the real-world case of Sharon, a 67-year-old from Ohio who began experiencing joint pain and morning stiffness after retiring. She incorporated half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and a pinch of black pepper into her breakfast tea daily. Within 6 weeks, she reported reduced stiffness, greater ease in movement, and improved energy. Her experience aligns with a broader body of literature supporting the anti-inflammatory and circulation-boosting effects of curcumin. Yet, curcumin's bioavailability remains a known challenge. By itself, curcumin is poorly absorbed into the bloodstream. However, research published in Plantamedica, 1998, showed that the compound piperine, found in black pepper, increased the absorption of curcumin by 2,000%. Additionally, curcumin is fat-soluble, meaning that combining turmeric with dietary fats, such as olive oil or coconut oil, can further aid absorption. From a mechanistic standpoint, curcumin exerts regulatory effects on multiple signaling pathways involved in cell survival, inflammation, and apoptosis. For example, in vitro studies cited in the Journal of Biological Chemistry have shown that curcumin can modulate the PI3K/ACT and MAPK pathways, key regulators of cellular aging and metabolism. These effects extend beyond symptom relief and suggest deeper structural support to the aging body. Moreover, women going through menopause or postmenopause face increased inflammation and insulin resistance. A 2019 randomized controlled trial published in the journal Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that curcumin supplementation in overweight postmenopausal women led to significant reductions in markers of insulin resistance and inflammation, along with improved lipid profiles. These are meaningful changes that affect not just comfort, but long-term health outcomes. For optimal use, consider incorporating 500 to 1,000 milligrams of curcumin per day through food or standardized extract. Always combine it with black pepper and healthy fats for absorption. For women seeking resilience against time without relying solely on pharmaceuticals, turmeric remains one of the most valuable tools nature has to offer. Natural powder number 2, collagen peptides. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, comprising nearly 30% of total protein content. It serves as the primary structural component of connective tissues, including skin, joints, ligaments, and muscles. As the body ages, particularly after the age of 40, natural collagen production declines steadily, at a rate of approximately 1 to 1.5% per year. This decline has profound implications for physical appearance, mobility, and overall tissue resilience. Among women, the loss of estrogen during menopause exacerbates collagen breakdown, leading to thinner skin, more visible wrinkles, joint discomfort, and a higher risk of injury due to weaker connective tissue. According to a study published in the journal Skin Research and Technology, 2008, postmenopausal women can experience up to a 30% reduction in skin collagen within the first 5 years after menopause. Supplementing with collagen peptides, also known as hydrolyzed collagen, has become a scientifically supported method to restore the structural integrity of the body. Unlike gelatin or whole collagen, collagen peptides are broken down into smaller chains of amino acids, primarily glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These peptides are bioavailable, meaning they can be absorbed through the digestive tract and used by the body to rebuild collagen-rich tissues. One of the most compelling clinical trials in this area was conducted by Proch et al. And published in Skin Pharmacology and Physiology, 2014. In this double-blind, placebo-controlled study, 114 women aged 45 to 65 were given 2.5 grams of collagen peptides daily for 8 weeks. The results showed a statistically significant increase in skin elasticity and moisture content, along with a reduction in wrinkle depth compared to the placebo group. However, the benefits extend far beyond aesthetics. Collagen is essential to joint and tendon function. A randomized controlled trial published in the journal Current Medical Research and Opinion, 2008, demonstrated that athletes who supplemented with 10 grams of collagen hydrolysate daily for 24 weeks experienced significantly less joint pain both at rest and during activity. Although conducted on younger subjects, the implications for older adults are highly relevant, particularly for those experiencing osteoarthritis or joint stiffness. Collagen also supports muscle mass indirectly. Muscles are anchored to bones via tendons, structures largely made of collagen. Weak or degraded tendons impair muscle efficiency and increase the risk of injury. In older adults, particularly women over 60, the combination of collagen supplementation and light resistance exercise has been shown to improve muscle tone and reduce sarcopenia risk. Take, for instance, the experience of Helen, a 63-year-old retired school teacher from Pennsylvania. She began using a daily collagen peptide supplement mixed into her morning coffee, along with a vitamin C-rich fruit like kiwi. After 3 months, she noticed not only smoother skin around her neck and arms, but also reduced stiffness in her hands, making it easier to resume gardening and painting, 2 activities she had slowly abandoned due to joint pain. Natural powder number 3, spirulina. Spirulina is a blue-green microalga that has been consumed for centuries by indigenous cultures for its exceptional nutrient density and restorative effects on the human body. Although small in size, this aquatic plant is among the most concentrated sources of complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids, making it especially valuable for women over 50 who are often at risk of both muscle loss and nutritional deficiencies. A key feature that distinguishes spirulina from other natural powders is its composition. By dry weight, spirulina contains approximately 60 to 70% protein. In addition to protein, it is rich in B vitamins, iron, magnesium, and a rare pigment called phycocyanin, which has been shown in laboratory studies to possess both antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. According to a review published in the journal Cardiovascular Therapeutics, 2010, phycocyanin reduces markers of oxidative stress, helping to protect muscle cells, blood vessels, and skin tissues from age-related damage. Women in midlife and beyond frequently report chronic fatigue, sluggish metabolism, and susceptibility to illness. Much of this stems from subclinical nutrient deficiencies and declining mitochondrial efficiency. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, 2009, evaluated elderly participants who consumed 8 grams of spirulina daily for 12 weeks. The results demonstrated a significant increase in hemoglobin levels and immune cell activity, suggesting that spirulina supports not only energy levels but also immune resilience. Furthermore, spirulina's high chlorophyll content supports detoxification, particularly in the liver. The liver plays a vital role in hormonal balance and estrogen metabolism, both of which shift during and after menopause. Accumulation of toxins and hormonal byproducts in the body can impair skin clarity, slow metabolism, and increase systemic inflammation. The natural chelating properties of chlorophyll help bind to heavy metals and other toxins, assisting the body's natural elimination processes and potentially reducing the burden on the skin as an excretory organ. In terms of muscle preservation, spirulina's complete protein profile makes it a valuable ally against sarcopenia. Protein is the cornerstone of muscle maintenance, but older adults often experience reduced appetite or digestive capacity. A low-dose, highly absorbable protein source like spirulina can help bridge the gap between dietary insufficiency and physiological need. A 2016 randomized trial in the European Review for Medical and Pharmacological Sciences found that spirulina supplementation, combined with resistance exercise, significantly improved muscle strength and physical endurance in elderly subjects compared to exercise alone. Consider the experience of Mary, a 70-year-old retired social worker from Wisconsin. After noticing decreased energy and persistent joint stiffness, she began blending a half teaspoon of spirulina powder into her orange juice each morning. Within a few weeks, she reported waking up with more energy and feeling less sore after her walking sessions. Her improvement coincided with dietary records showing better protein intake and more consistent iron levels, 2 outcomes supported by clinical findings in aging women using spirulina regularly. Natural powder number 4, matcha. Matcha is not just a variation of green tea. It is a refined powder made from specially grown and harvested Camellia sinensis leaves, which are shade-grown for several weeks before being ground into a fine powder. Unlike steeped green tea, where the leaves are discarded, matcha involves consuming the entire leaf, resulting in significantly higher concentrations of antioxidants, amino acids, and polyphenol. For women over the age of 50, matcha offers a unique synergy of benefits that address 3 major areas of concern: energy, skin aging, and cognitive function. Aging often brings with it a decline in mitochondrial efficiency, the very structures and cells that produce energy. This translates into fatigue, reduced metabolism, and sluggish mental clarity. Matcha naturally supports mitochondrial function through its rich content of epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG, a catechin known for its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. A study published in the journal Nutrients, 2020, found that EGCG helps reduce oxidative stress by activating the NRF2 pathway, which regulates the expression of antioxidant proteins that protect against cellular damage. This has direct implications for preserving the integrity of skin cells, muscle fibers, and neurons, 3 types of tissues most vulnerable to aging and chronic inflammation. In addition to EGCG, matcha contains L-theanine, an amino acid almost unique to tea plants, which promotes relaxation without sedation. When consumed alongside caffeine, as it naturally occurs in matcha, L-theanine helps smooth out the stimulant's effects, providing a calm, sustained energy boost rather than a spike and crash. This combination has been the subject of several cognitive studies, including one published in Biological Psychology, 2008, which demonstrated that the pairing of L-theanine and caffeine improves focus, alertness, and memory performance in older adults. These properties are particularly beneficial for postmenopausal women, who often report cognitive fog, difficulty concentrating, and irritability related to hormonal fluctuations. Unlike coffee, which can increase cortisol and exacerbate anxiety, matcha offers a more balanced energy profile that supports both physical endurance and mental calm. Matcha's role in skin preservation is also supported by science. A study in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, 2003, noted that catechins, particularly EGCG, help reduce UV-induced skin inflammation and may protect against collagen degradation caused by sun exposure and environmental pollutants. The antioxidant density of matcha, up to 137 times greater than regular green tea, makes it one of the most effective natural sources for protecting the skin from free radical damage. This connection is not just theoretical. In Okinawa, one of the world's blue zones known for longevity and low incidence of chronic illness, elderly women commonly consume matcha or powdered green tea as part of their daily rituals. Many of them live into their 90s or beyond with striking vitality, smooth skin, and sharp cognitive abilities. Their lifestyle combines moderate movement, nutrient-dense food, and matcha consumption, offering a cultural blueprint supported by modern science. Take the example of Laura, a 64-year-old graphic designer in California who struggled with afternoon fatigue and increasing forgetfulness. After replacing her afternoon coffee with a cup of matcha and almond milk, she noted better concentration during meetings and a calmer, more focused state of mind. Within a few weeks, she also observed a visible improvement in skin tone and fewer sugar cravings, a benefit linked to matcha's role in blood sugar regulation. Natural powder number 5, creatine. Creatine is one of the most studied and validated natural compounds in sports and medical science. While often associated with male bodybuilders or elite athletes, creatine plays a far more fundamental role in human physiology, especially for women over the age of 50. In fact, recent studies have begun to uncover its value as a tool for healthy aging, muscle preservation, and even cognitive protection in older adults. Creatine is a nitrogenous organic acid found primarily in skeletal muscle, where it stores and donates phosphate groups to produce adenosine triphosphate, or ADP, the body's primary energy currency. Roughly 95% of the body's creatine is stored in muscle, and the rest is found in the brain and heart. As we age, the natural synthesis of creatine slows, leading to reductions in muscular strength, endurance, and recovery. These changes are often misattributed to general aging, but they can be significantly mitigated through dietary supplementation. One of the most compelling bodies of evidence comes from a meta-analysis published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle, 2021, which reviewed 16 randomized controlled trials involving creatine supplementation in older adults. The analysis found that creatine, especially when combined with resistance exercise, significantly improved lean muscle mass, grip strength, and lower body power in participants over 60 years old. Importantly, women in the studies benefited equally from supplementation as men, particularly in tasks involving balance and coordination, key predictors of fall risk and long-term independence. Beyond its role in physical performance, creatine is now recognized for its neuroprotective effects. A 2018 study from the University of Sao Paulo published in Neuropsychopharmacology demonstrated that older women who supplemented with 5 grams of creatine daily for 6 weeks showed improvements in cognitive tasks, particularly in short-term memory and processing speed. This is believed to result from creatine's ability to buffer cellular energy supply in the brain and reduce mental fatigue. These effects are especially relevant for postmenopausal women, who often report declines in both energy and mental clarity. Hormonal changes can affect glucose metabolism in the brain, making efficient ADP production even more critical. By improving mitochondrial efficiency and cellular hydration, creatine acts as an energy stabilizer across muscle and neural tissue. Consider the case of Diane, a 66-year-old retiree from North Carolina. After fracturing her ankle in a fall, she struggled with muscle weakness and confidence during recovery. Her physical therapist recommended adding 3 grams of creatine monohydrate to her daily routine. Within 2 months, Diane regained enough lower body strength to walk without support, and she noticed her mental stamina during her crossword puzzles and reading sessions had also improved. Aging is inevitable, but how you age is a choice. These 5 natural powders, turmeric, collagen peptides, spirulina, matcha, and creatine, are not miracle cures, but scientifically supported tools to rebuild strength, protect your skin, and preserve your independence. When used consistently alongside nourishing food and gentle movement, they form a foundation for resilience and vitality. Your future health is shaped by the small decisions you make daily. Let this knowledge be a turning point, not just to live longer, but to live stronger, clearer, and with purpose. The next chapter of your life deserves that power.